too much hypocrites there in the church. And I go back in a church because too much hypocrites did it, But is it the hypocrites that you're going to church for? Is it because of somebody who stepped on your feet, who told lies about you, gossiped about you, who you thought was a friend, but them turning and backbite you? Why it is that you not go back to church?
What kind of light are you? From time to time, some of us, we operate based on what others say. Some of us, we have the light, but it gets dim because other person's opinion around us is what we use to determine how we shine our light. While some of you, you have such a light that wherever you go, others, they see that light and it brightens up their life. Now I'll be looking at 4 different types of Christians, and I want for you to tell me which are you. Now I'm just gonna go right into the first one, but before, I want for you, if you have not yet subscribed, just hit the button, like, share and subscribe. Thank you for always being a part of the family. Let's look at the first one. The first one is the Candlelight Christian. Are you the Candlelight Christian? There is this devotional that I read, and it is written by Richard O'Phil, and it is entitled In His Steps. Now, this book gives you so many rich nuggets, life nuggets that you can learn from. And this, what I'm about to read to you, comes from this book. It says that a candlelight Christian, this kind of Christian, is a light but only a faint light. The slightest wind flickers the flame and it blows out easily. Candlelight Christians are so easily discouraged. The slightest trials make them grow dim and at times will even cause them to go out. These Christians decide that they will not go to church anymore because someone there has offended them. Now talk truth. Some of you looking at this and you're listening right now, wouldn't have somebody who say something to me about a church one time, and I just say, yo, you know what? I gotta tell a person my mind in a cause, boy, I mean I lie. She go on like she better than me, she go on like him better than, because them is a saint. And he who is without sin can cast the first stone. And so we start to have that purpose in us, the light that we should be shining, getting dim because of somebody else and what they said. So it affects us so much that it plays a vital part in how we decide to go to church. So many persons I've heard, oh, too much hypocrites there at the church. I mean, I go back in a church because too much hypocrites did it, But is it the hypocrites that you're going to church for? Is it because of somebody who stepped on your feet, who told lies about you, gossiped about you, who you thought was a friend, but them turn and backbite you? Why it is that you not go back to church? Let me tell you something. Ring, 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 ring. I'm gonna knock some sense in your head. The church is an hospital for the sick, for the rich, for the poor, the malnourished, the lesbian, the gays. Every single thing you can think about. The madman. Yes. And even the pastor that you may put as the head of the church, or somebody that you look up to the most, he has some sinful ways, sin-sick ways that he falls to. And so it's a reminder to you that if you are this candlelight Christian, there's still hope for you to shine a light. You can still get that matches. You can still get that lighter and have your light lit again. Get that candlelight and have that flame going again. So this is an encouragement to you, Candlelight Christian. If you think that you're a Candlelight Christian and people affect you so much, your mood, your decision to go back to church, then this message is for you. I'm speaking to you. Now, the second type of Christian that I'm speaking about today is the kerosene lamp Christian. Listen to this one. It says that the kerosene lamp Christian, they have a glass chimney that smokes up easily. These kind of Christians are brighter than candlelight Christians. but it doesn't take much to cloud your reflection. Their spiritual life becomes dulled by a world around them. Now, look at this. You have some of you are God's best disciple. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You are, say, you're Nathaniel or you're Thomas. You understand? And you are moving with Jesus everywhere he goes. But you know what? You see the moment when you get in that storm, when things start go bad, application, COVID, and you they have faith high and your faith run so much like the flowing waters from the well. But the moment when COVID came and it hit, you were like, mighty God, Jesus, me no want to catch this, or if me catch it, Father, me hope say, and you start to lose hope and trust. So everything that's happening around you, somebody might say, hey, down the road, there's a war going right now, and you can't get a pass because down there, so you might have your sales that you get the most. But as a Christian, you make that affect you. You make it deter you from seeing the brighter side, that maybe you get a redirection to go somewhere else, to get a breakthrough somewhere else for somebody else or even yourself. But you make whatever is happening around you in your surrounding affect you. And so you see that kerosene lamp there, it sucks in, it absorbs all that is happening. So if you are Christian and you absorb everything that is happening around you, whatever music is playing around you, you are hearing it and you're allowing that to come into your spirit, to take over the way you think. You're feeding your mind on the wrong things, the things of the world. You have friends who are out there saying, hey, come on, try a little smoking right there, so try a little party right there. So, God nah go make nothing happen to him, nah strike it up, man. It's just a one time off, one off thing. And you end up go and you allow those things to infiltrate your mind, and it takes you away from you following and shining the light, so that other persons out there in darkness can be able to see the reflection of Christ in you. And so you make any little thing in your surrounding influence and affect your light from shining. So it clouds your judgment. Any little thing a person says over here, so from maybe another denomination, a person was once a part of the church, but something happened and they are no longer a part of the church, and start to point finger. You start to follow it and you start to take that in, and you start to say, the church is not for me, and you start chastise other people and the church people because of what people around are saying. Know God for yourself, and don't make nobody tap you from serving God. Don't make nobody have them type of influence over you. If it means if you're stuck in your own zone and your own lane, make it happen. Because at the end of the day, of course, we can't be any starless grounds. But always remember, say salvation. You determine your soul salvation. So don't make yourself being a kerosene lamp Christian stop you from shining your light, because there's a greater hope in a Christian life that you can get, which I'm heading to. So listen to the third one. Let me know if you are this third one. So this third one is a gasoline lantern Christian. Now the gasoline lantern Christian, their light is bright, it's bright and clear for a while, but they must be pumped up regularly or they will go out. Mighty God. You see yourself as this type of light yet? This minute excited because, yeah man, nice things are going on, church have music days, we have some like camping, have some special time are going where we can say, alright, socials that take place, we can go to church and we can run from myself, because over there have the vibe now, over there have the young people them, over there have the nice little things them are going with festive in the church. But I'm not really pump up because they must say it's gonna be a religious liberty day, it's gonna be a day where you talk about, visitors, communication day, it's gonna be a community guest day. Boy, I really want to do nobody, I don't want nobody in my space. I'm an introvert, and so if you don't have something that excites you, something that you are interested in, you are not going to live that life of the Christian that you should be living, or you won't be going to church to participate or to shine your light by giving your contribution, because things are not going in the way that keeps you pumped up. So it's situational things that makes you have interest. That let me give you a furthermore as to what they say this kind of gasoline lantern Christian is. They never seem to mature in the faith. You're stagnant. You are not growing. Why is that? Right? If someone is not congratulating or affirming them, they become discouraged and may even quit coming to church. Gasoline lantern Christians tend to think of themselves first. So you come in like a narcissist. You come in like somebody where if you are not in the picture being bigged up, somebody will look by you and say, oh, my brother, you sounded really good this morning singing. Hey, you're dressing nice. If you don't get compliments, then you don't think, you don't feel as if whatever you did or maybe a presence is being felt, because you want the picture to be on you. So you are a person who loves the attention like Satan, and that in itself, if you're that type of Christian, go on you. You have some soul searching to do, because in this world, if you're looking to get hype, fame, or attention, believe me, the same people that you look feed from, I'll be the same one if you turn on back and crucify you like how they do Jesus. Peter, who denied Christ thrice, and Judas betrayed Jesus. If it is that you are looking for this attention, you may fall in one of those categories. Now, on to the last one. Some are electric light Christians. Their light is constant, instant, and dependable. They are radiant, forceful influence upon those around them. So, you realize right here, so where it says that electric light is constant and instant and dependable, right? It's reliant and forceful influence upon everything around them. So if you are a leader by nature, if you are someone wherever you go, you leave an impact. If you are that Christian where once you open your mouth, you represent Christ, people can see Christ in you wherever you go. You don't need to have any situations that will allow you to say, all right, I need to put on my Christianity face right now. I need to stand up for Christ right now because, I'm at church. Because you have some people, they're only one day Christians, The only Christians when it comes on to them celebrating that day that they consider to be that holy day. And some of us as Seventh-day Adventists, we are guilty of that. On Friday nights, on Friday evenings, on Fridays, you hear us singing, Holy Sabbath Day of Rest. And in the week, you're pan bed, pan floor against wall. Them little thing there. Yeah, man, we're guilty. Me was the guilty, I too. And so we know that we aren't and will never be saints for Christ. Well, we are saints for Christ, disciples, stewards, but we will never be saints, which is sinless Christians. But at least we can be or try to be the best. Of these four kinds of lights, you can see that the electric light is the best kind of light. However, we know that an electric light isn't as good as even a candle if its bulb is burnt out or electricity happens to be off. Mercy. So it means that you have to always be connected to the source. So let us all stay connected to the source. He came and he gave light in this world. And so we want to emulate that and allow his light to shine. As a question asked earlier, what kind of light are you? I'm interested to know. Leave it in a comment. See you again on the next episode.
My daddy is the king, so I am royalty.